Welcome to this week's Flavorful Friday, where the tea is hot and the crooks are even hotter. We've got enough drama to fill a whole season of reality TV, minus the roses and the scripted apologies. Imagine this, power players juggling scandals like it's their day-to-day jobs. They're jet-setting on questionable favors, and they're dodging accountability like it's an Olympic sport. We won't drop any names just yet. Are you on the edge of your seat? But trust me, these headlines have it all. From bribery, indictments, and enough courtroom action just to make you say, did these people actually miss their true calling as soap opera stars? Buckle up. You won't want to miss this lineup of high stakes, mischief, and mayhem.
Welcome to Who's Tea TV.
Whose tea is it really?
Is it mine?
Is it yours?
Is it theirs?
Or is it ours as a collective?
Whose tea is it really?
Here's your channel host, Myss T.
Ever wonder why some folks with a felony conviction or charge can run for the highest office in the land? Well, meanwhile, you can't even get a call back for a job. The answer lies in a twisted game of privilege and perception that highlights the glaring inequalities in our society. Let's get into the messy truth here. Employment challenges for formerly incarcerated individuals. Why is finding a job so hard after incarceration? The numbers are just shocking. Nearly 1/3 of formerly incarcerated individuals are unemployed within 2 years of their release. After 4 years, the rate remains far above the general population. It's not just about finding a job, right? It's about overcoming a system that's, let's face it, it's stacked against you. Which industries offer hope? The good news, there are some sectors like construction, manufacturing, or food service that are really open to hiring people with criminal records. But we have to be real. These jobs often come with low pay, job insecurity, and limited growth. They hire because they need workers, not because they're invested in your future. And then we have to factor in race and gender and how they play a role. They absolutely do play a role. Black and Native American individuals, especially women, face the worst outcomes. They're often stuck in part-time work or low-wage jobs, making financial stability a distant, far-off dream. Policy reforms, paving the way for second chances. How can policies help? Several reforms could change the game. Automatic record expungement. Why should your past always hold you back? Automatic expungement of non-violent offenses can help clear the path to better opportunities. Then we talk about ban the box. Job applications often ask about your criminal history up front. Removing this question gives you a fair shot based on your skills, not on your past. Occupational licensing reform. Many good jobs require licenses that exclude people with criminal records. Reforming this can open doors to better careers. Now let's think of incentivizing employers. Maybe tax credits or bonding programs can be given to make it safer for businesses to take that chance on you, easing their concerns and opening up more opportunities. Then it got me to thinking, Trump versus Diddy. A contrast in the power and perception. Why can Trump run for president? The Constitution sets a minimal criteria for running for office. And the criteria is for the person to be a natural born citizen, at least 35 years of age, and a resident for the last 14 years. There's no rule about criminal records at all. Trump's wealth, influence, and legal resources shield him from the repercussions most people would face. Now, how's Diddy's experience different? Sean Diddy Combs, without any felony convictions, still faces intense public scrutiny. Public perception and media play a role in shaping opportunities, highlighting how high-profile figures manage their image and legal battles differently than you or me. Wealth and access to opportunities. Does wealth make a difference? Absolutely. Wealth gives access to the best legal teams, to media influence, and networks that can open doors. It's a safety net that most people simply just don't have. Now, here's where we can bridge the gap. Education, advocacy, and support. What can we do? Educate, 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 and advocate, advocate, advocate. Share success stories of second chances and advocate for policies that support fair hiring. Let's change how society sees criminal records, unless you're in some of them top 10 commandments, right? So, and I'm not saying that to say if you stole something, I can't condone it, but I still think you have a chance for rehab to get back out there, get in the workforce. Now, I have to share something on a personal note. I know a couple people that have been to prison and they paid their debt to society and they're back out here and they're working and they haven't had the issues that most people have getting jobs because they work for themselves. They saw an opportunity to where they can put their past experiences out in the community to help the younger generation. So it's providing access for the youth to know that there's a different way to go about making money or getting what you want, or there's people here that support you. You're not alone. So I say that to say that there's always a better way. So we're all aware that Netflix already greenlit the docuseries for the Diddy biography that will be produced by 50 Cent. If you don't know who 50 Cent is, it's Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. Yes, you read that right. So anyhow, the man once spent years roasting Diddy in interviews and social media posts, and now he's an executive producer of this series. But what's so funny and striking to me is that I came up with my own version of how this is going to go and how 50 Cent is going to portray this. You want to hear it? Here it goes. So episode 1 will be called Take That, Take That. And the series kicks off with this deep dive into Diddy's early years in the music industry. And they're going to have all these feature reenactments. So it's real dramatic and Oscar bait worthy. You'll see this young version of Diddy that'll be played by some unknown TikToker who vaguely resembles Diddy maybe, or probably not at all. And this guy will be dodging metaphorical and literal bullets in the hip hop world. And then 50 Cent's going to narrate, like, he started from the bottom, now he's here. Mostly in courtrooms. With a voiceover that's going to be dripping in sarcasm. 50 Cent will deliver his lines with, warmth of lukewarm Gatorade? Sean started as an intern at Uptown Records Like most billionaires do. That's what he'll say. And he'll be setting the tone for what's essentially a roast disguised as retrospective. Then in episode 2, more money, more problems, and more lawyers. The series doesn't shy away from the legal sagas that have followed Diddy, like, a particularly tenacious TMZ photographer? There's dramatic music playing, black and white reenactments, and courtroom sketches that make it seem like Diddy's life has been one long episode of your favorite Law and Order SVU episode. In this episode, 50 Cent reflects on Diddy's famous catchphrase, "Can't stop, won't stop," adding, especially when it comes to picking up new charges. You'll get a behind-the-scenes look at the depositions where Diddy, in his usual signature fashion, insists on wearing sunglasses indoors. He's not just hiding from the truth. He's just blinded by the bright lights of accountability. 50 Cent will narrate, barely suppressing his chuckle. In episode 3, we'll find out that he's a real bad boy for life. Court edition. As the series progresses, we get a sense that Diddy's entire life is one big legal thriller. There's going to be mock-up courtroom setups where actors play Diddy's legal team, whose main strategy continues to be confuse and deflect. 50 Cent doesn't hold back, dubbing it the reverse Uno card defense of legal maneuvers. You gotta hand it to him. 50 says, with the kind of smile that usually precedes a diss track, Diddy's been in more trials than a season of Suits. The episode includes a highlight reel of Diddy walking into court, set to Bad Boys for Life, with the added sound effect of cash registers ringing in the background. And the grand finale, take that to the bank. The final episode promises an unfiltered look at Diddy's recent challenges. Expect scenes of 50 Cent reading off Diddy's court dates like they're a tour schedule. A tour schedule of a washed up rock band. Next stop, Brooklyn Federal Court. Then off to the Southern District. It's the Catch Me If You Can tour, starring Diddy and a cast of lawyers that you wouldn't trust to handle a parking ticket. 50 jokes. In the closing moments, 50 Cent offers a rare moment of sincerity, or maybe just really good acting, when he says, Diddy's rise is one of resilience. Sure, resilience mixed with lawsuits, but hey, who's counting? What's next? If you're ready for a docuseries that equals parts documentary, courtroom drama, and some celebrity roast, then buckle up. This isn't just a show, it's a testament to how life's wildest plots and twists make the best TV, especially when narrated by your biggest frenemy. Netflix's upcoming series promises a wild ride through the life of a man who didn't just change music, but turned his life into the most binge-worthy saga yet. So stay tuned. In other news, New York City's Mayor Eric Adams is facing quite the plot twist in his political saga. Indicted on multiple federal charges, including bribery, fraud, soliciting contributions, all from foreign nationals. And just like a classic episode of a political drama, the Fed showed up. They showed up at Gracie Mansion, the mayor's official residence. And trust me, they were not looking for the tea. But the search was to search the place and to seize that cell. Now, Adams now holds the honor of being the first New York City mayor in history to be indicted while in office. Bravo, Mayor Adams. You're making history. Now, in episode 1, don't hate the player, hate the indictment. In what feels like a script straight out of a Netflix series, Adams is accused of accepting luxury perks. Think international travel, hotel stays, and free business class flights, courtesy of foreign businessmen. Now, allegedly, these perks weren't just a thank you. They were not. They were given to him for being a good sport. They were bribes linked to Adams' influence as a rising political star. Turkish officials were apparently in on this action, even arranging some luxury perks in exchange for official favors, like pressuring the New York City fire departments to improve their skyscrapers before it even passed inspection. Because nothing says public service like bending fire codes for a quick favor, right? Now, episode 2 would play out like, or it would be titled Gracie's Mansion or Gracie's Meltdown. I like Gracie's Meltdown better. So the drama hit new heights when federal agents raided Adams' official residence and seized his cell phone. Turns out even mayors aren't immune to the good old work of the FBI doing a good old raid. The indictment claims Adams fraudulently raked in over $10 million in public funds by making illegal donations, small contributions from everyday New Yorkers is what he was trying to do there. Adams, ever the main character, responded with a firm, "I'm stepping up. I'm not stepping down." As protesters outside Gracie Mansion chanted for his resignation. Now, episode 3, I think I would call this the denial ain't just like a river in New York. Adams has been on the defensive, claiming that the charges are politically motivated. He's painted himself as a target of a federal witch hunt, insisting that he follows the law and campaign rules. And what I found even to be funnier is that they say he was a former police chief, but okay, go off. There's more to search. There's more evidence. Meanwhile, his lawyers have criticized that the FBI's tactics, claiming the seizure of Adams' phone was more of a spectacle than a necessity. Adams stands. He's not going anywhere, at least not voluntarily. The trial promises to be the kind of courtroom drama that would make even Shonda Rhimes envious. Eric Adams' story is far from over, guys. And it's really clear that this real life drama is just getting ready to heat up here. So Stay tuned because this one's bound to have more twists than a primetime soap. I just found out Hoda Kotb is stepping down from the Today Show after 17 incredible years. This truly marks an end of an era in television. Because Hoda is known for her resilience, her warmth, her authenticity. She's been comforting myself and millions of you in your homes for years. Hoda joined Today during a pivotal time, quickly becoming a trusted voice as she navigated the significant challenges, including the fallout from Where in the World Was Matt Lauer's departure. Her professionalism and connection with viewers helped keep Today at the forefront of morning news. I am totally convinced. Beyond the headlines, Hoda's candidness about her personal journey, her late in life motherhood challenges, cancer battles, and everyday triumphs made her relatable and beloved. She's been more than a news anchor here in my home. She's a role model who shows the power of connecting on a deeply human level. Now, as Hoda moves on to her next chapter, focusing on her family and personal pursuits, her legacy remains clear to all of us. She's inspired countless viewers and left an undeniable mark in journalism. Hoda, you will be missed, but your impact will continue to shine. Here's to what's next.
Thanks for watching Myss T TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We like to know your thoughts on today's flavors.
Who's Tea TV, where we sip and spill all the latest flavors of life, news, and everything in between. Until next time, keep on sipping.